Hello and welcome to Horror Rewind. This is Kelly Florence,
And I'm Meg Hofdahl.
and today we're talking about holiday horror again.
Yay! It
Because you know
never gets
what?
old.
It's the holidays. Happy holidays.
Yes. I mean, what a great excuse to watch more horror movies.
I agree. And full disclosure, one of the things we're going to be talking about is not holiday horror, but we watched it recently, so we'll get over it.
We could spin it. We could make it into holiday horror if we need to. We could think of something.
Figure it out. The first movie we're going to talk about, it just came out this year, and it was, I guess, it was in select cities. It wasn't in my city, but we were able to rent it, and it was Black Friday, starring none other than Bruce Campbell.
Oh, Bruce. He's the manager. He's the manager of this store. It kind of like gave me like it gave Superstore vibes. It also made me think of that movie with the killing killer pants, Slacks. It
Oh
like takes
yeah,
place in the same kind of setting.
yeah, I agree. And I thought, and we're not going to spoil it all, but I think I've seen people tweet about this. I think it's okay. I thought they were going to go straight like zombie metaphor for consumerism, which is cool, but they didn't. There's a twist on it. So
Yeah, I mean, I think that obviously that was, at the heart of the metaphor, just like Dawn of the Dead or whatever. But I liked how the creatures were kind of something different. They weren't your typical zombie. Had more of like a little sci-fi spin. So that was kind of cool.
they were definitely, and they had some CGI, but they were using practical effects, and the gore
Mhm.
was there.
Yeah, there was good gore. I liked it. And Devin Sawa's in it. I'm just so glad that he's in horror because he seems like a genuine horror fan from what I can
Yeah.
tell from his like social media. And that's always nice to see because a lot of people in horror are like, well, I don't actually like it. And so it's nice to see somebody who actually does like it being in it.
And
Um
I remember when this was announced, he tweeted something about how Bruce Campbell was his inspiration for his scene in Idle Hands. And I
that
thought that was really
part.
sweet.
Yeah, that is really sweet. And yeah, that would make sense. Some Evil Dead 2, I'm assuming, action. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect. And Devin Sawa, he was such a cute little baby, and now he's just like a big daddy.
He's like a man.
He's a man.
I,
Hello.
what?
I just said hello.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm saying that to Devin.
Yeah, I know.
Just in case.
Speaking of Black Friday, this is maybe revealing a lot about me. I don't know, but I'm not a Black Friday person. Like, I don't go Black Friday shopping.
No, I feel like it's kind of like turned down a little bit. It's kind of like not what it once was. As far as like people going out and like craziness. I think after people actually died, maybe some stores were like, let's not do this. So it sounds like a lot aren't even like open on Thanksgiving anymore and
Yeah,
stuff,
that's
which is
true.
good.
Although
And
I did say that again.
and I said and pandemic, like I think that kind of slowed it down too.
I was going to say, although I did talk to several of my students who work in retail, and they all said it was bonkers this year.
Oh
So,
no. Okay, I guess that's just my little naive view of the world
because
because
we're
I
not out
stayed up.
there.
Yeah, we didn't go out, so I guess I wanted to believe.
Now, did you do any Cyber Monday deals?
Well, I tell you what, I got so many emails and I just kept going and filling my cart with stuff and then not buying any of it.
That's the
Like
best thing to do.
that I like went to, Unique Vintage. They have such cute clothes and I'm like this and then I'm like, "Oh, I actually don't need any of this stuff." How about you?
No, because like, what do we need? We don't need
I
anything.
know. I know. Exactly. It's
So
like
Black. Oh, Scott, sorry. Go ahead.
nothing, nothing. I was just going to lament more about how I need to get off the internet shopping.
This is what I've started doing. Like, I'll do one of two things. Either I will physically put my phone away and like while I'm trying to do other things so that I'm not distracted, or I
Oh,
will watch something on my phone so that I'm not scrolling my phone while I'm watching something. You know, it's like one of two
Oh,
things. Either I need to do this and have my phone away so I can do it, or I need to
yes.
physically be on my phone so I can't do other
Oh.
things on my phone.
Oh, I like this because, like, yeah, I end up like I'll put something on TV. It depends what it is. I'm pretty good at not going on my phone if it's a show I like, but if it's like something not that I'm not super invested in, that's when I start going shopping.
I know. I so going back to Black Friday, I will say it's not my favorite movie of all time. It's not my favorite Bruce Campbell movie of all time, but I really appreciated the concept and the gore.
I agree. I like the gore. Obviously, if Bruce in something, he always just injects it with his Bruceness, and that is great right there. And I really like Devin Sawa in it, and other characters too. I thought were fun. But yeah, I agree. It's not my favorite movie. I would recommend maybe saving this one for when it's free on something. Right now you have to pay for it. I would say, hey, wait till it's on Hulu or Prime or Netflix or something you have. Because it's fun, and I think the concept was there. I just don't think the execution was great. But again, we don't want to shit on things people like, but that would be my recommendation.
Yeah. Now, a couple of holiday horror movies that I would recommend, and I introduced the kids to these, one this year and one last year. Scrooged, of course.
Oh, I
That's good
love
for
it.
everybody. And I know it's not technically horror, but there's some, horror elements in it.
Oh, I think it is. I think like those are the kind of movies that, they call it gateway horror, but like The Burbs and Scrooged and Clue, like those are the movies I loved when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then of course I ended up loving all the slashers and all that too. But I think those are a great way to like get kids into it and stuff. Not that Scrooge is completely appropriate, but
No, but it's
I
so
loved
great.
it
And
then.
then the other one is Krampus. Now that actually is more obviously not family friendly, but
Horror.
my kids
Yeah.
have watched it and they love it. But
I
it's
need to
holiday
watch it
horror.
again.
Yeah.
I've only seen it once.
Yeah, you need to see it again.
And I think both Black Christmases are good.
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
they're different, but one of them has Carrie Elwes in it. So
What else do you
that's what
need?
you need.
Now we both watched something recently that is not holiday, but people kept recommending it and I enjoyed it. It's The Deep House.
And you told me to watch it, and I did.
It's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle. See, it is holiday. Yes, so it's a French film. Yeah, it's a French film. And although they're speaking English, they're
Yeah,
English.
because one of them isn't French. So then that was like he's
Okay,
not right or she is something. I don't
I
remember.
don't know.
But
But yeah, it takes place in France. And when you told me the concept, I was like, well, I have to watch this. It's a freaking haunted house underwater.
I know, and that sounds crazy. And I'm like, how is this gonna work? But it actually works. And it like I totally believed it. And people do these deep dive things all the time, like in ships and stuff. So we won't give everything away, but this couple goes and it's like half found footage, or like I'd say 3/4 found footage and then a quarter some traditional camera. And
Yeah.
what like that was really interesting just to begin with, how they shot it.
Oh,
But to
yeah.
have it all be underwater and
Oh, my God. I
everything
can't
like is
imagine.
floating and
I can't imagine the technical aspect of filming pretty almost the entire movie underwater.
I know.
Like holy crap. And I mean, and not that it's, but I was gonna say, I mean, they don't have the world's biggest budget. Like,
Right.
they don't have a Marvel budget, but they do a really good job. And
Oh
like
yeah.
it gives such an ethereal like aesthetic, and the
Yeah.
atmosphere is just so fucking creepy. And you the claustrophobia that like The Descent has and movies like that, I was thinking I'm fairly comfortable in the water. I do not want to go deep diving like that. No. But I was thinking, I know you aren't as comfortable in the water as I am, and I'm
No,
thinking you must be really freaking out watching
that was my worst nightmare. And this isn't a spoiler, but you can imagine that you might people might have had to hold their breath at some point. And you know
Mm-hmm.
me, I've talked about this on the podcast before. I will always try to hold my breath with them and I never make it. So I'm definitely dead.
Yes. Well, and it's interesting. The movie starts out with her lying to him about how well she can hold her breath, which I thought
Oh,
was, it's like, oh, this is not going to go well. But there is this supernatural element, and it's fucking freaky. Sorry, I'm swearing, you guys, but this is one of those movies that just brings it out in me, because it's just like, I was watching it, like I literally woke Cookie up screaming because I'm like,
I know. Like the
yeah!
jump scares are so different
Yeah.
because when it's underwater, and I won't give away any jump scares because you need to go watch it, friends, but like it hit in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It was really neat. I was thinking I maybe showing Dexter, because I think he likes the shark movies, the what are they called, with Mandy Moore?
48 meters down?
Yeah. He likes the sequel a lot. I don't know why. But I mean, it's good, but he really likes that one. But I think he might like the kind of concept of this one and just being underwater like that. I mean, because it's just so cool.
Yeah. I enjoyed it, and
The ending, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to spoil it, but holy crap.
yeah,
It's like,
so
whoa.
good. It's such a good premise,
Yeah.
and yet it's not that far removed from like things we've seen a million times, yet it hit hard and different.
Yeah, it did. It's a really cool, I mean, experiment in a way. Not really, but kind of. I mean, because it's like, to I've read about concepts like this in books and stuff like that, but to actually like technically be like, we're going to film underwater and have these two characters under there, I thought was really, really cool.
Amazing. Amazing. So yes, I highly recommend that. It was on Epix. I don't know what it's on now because this was a couple months ago now, but just so you know. And
Yep.
listen, we know that the holidays are winding up, and 2021 is winding up. And
Yeah.
we will be back next week to talk about more things. But I just wanted to say, friends, thank you for listening. Thank you for coming out when we've had book events. Thanks for buying books. If you need books, DM us. We'll send them to you. And thank you for all the interaction on social media. We appreciate you, and happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays. And if your family's driving you nuts, go watch horror.
That's all we can say. Until next time, we'll see you in the horror section.
Bye.